So, I'm going to be busy this Friday. So, we will do the recap, the weekly Rant Recap episode tonight. So, I didn't rant about much of anything. Because now there's no news. Like, they make you wait for San Diego, then it comes, and then they make you wait again. This is how it works every fucking year. So, conveniently, there is a good topic to discuss. I convened a panel of experts, and with their help, I have determined what is now the most needed Marvel legend. I did not poll any audiences because I felt as though it really would not have been a very good idea. People, they struggle with this assignment. Like, some of them will say, like, the most needed thing is a fucking MCU whiplash that you're never fucking getting. Okay? Like, Rourke hates Marvel and Disney. It's never happening. And even if that doesn't matter, they probably hate him too. It's just... Anyway, no MCU figure is the most needed. People also struggle between what they really want and what we really need. So by needed, I mean something that, like, would now... Like, there are things needed to have the collection feel complete. It's never going to be completely complete, but we can get closer. So, you know, like, one of my friends, you know, went off on a fucking tangent, and we got all the way to the Rawhide Kid. Like, we don't need the Rawhide Kid. If they want to make him, sure, no problem. Marvel Legends will survive without him. If it ended tomorrow and we can get the fucking Rawhide Kid, no one would be like, oh my god, the whole fucking line is shit now. Like, no. So, who did I talk to about this? I asked a couple of people and they didn't really get back to me. They were just... It's not an easy question now. You know what, though? I take that back. It kind of is, considering how basically everyone I asked was on the same page or really close. And I only wanted to hear from major Marvel Legends collectors, like someone on my level. Like, I'm looking to see what you people can see behind me. That's Legends, that's Legends, that's Legends. There's a shitload of fucking Legends in here. So if you're not, you know, a very committed collector, your opinion doesn't mean shit to me either. Which I think everyone should find fair. What else? So I talked to my friend Mr. Zan. He knows Laser Pants, obviously. Very big Legends collector. My friend Ben in Australia. He's on my level. Jerk. You know. So, this is another part of it. To some people, like, to feel complete, they do need a different version of a character we have. Even sometimes a character that we have multiple figures of. So, like, when we did our wish list, like, Jerk wanted a human beast. And when I asked him this, he wanted an 80s Colossus. And that's, like, who am I to judge? I don't know if I would buy... I'd probably buy a human beast. I don't think I'd ever buy another Colossus. But regardless, to some people that's the case. For me, it's definitely shit we don't have. Like, there's no... like, I would like a X-Force Wolvesbane. They're not going to make that. Let's see, looking real quick. Are there any versions that I really need that I can think of? No. Like, I like one figure representation of each character. You know what I can think of? There are some Age of Apocalypse versions that I would really, really like to get. And only because they started doing them. Like, if they didn't start making any of them, then I wouldn't have required any of them. That's part of what's weird about Legends. What they make then determines what is absolutely necessary. So, like, if they never made... Like, if they just made Cable, they never made a Warpath, a Shatterstar, a Richter, Siren, Domino. If they never made any of those, nobody would give a fuck that a Feral figure is coming. Since they did make the whole team except Feral, she was top 10. Top 10 most needed. A fucking nobody. So at Comic-Con, they really did knock 3 off of the top 10 list. Mephisto was a very clear number 1. He won the Adventures in Collecting poll 2 years in a row. Absolutely fucking necessary figure. Everybody knows it. Rachel. Absolutely necessary on everyone's fucking want list. Definitely a top 10. And Feral. Which maybe not everybody cared about, but again, if you didn't care about her, I don't care about your opinion. Because we had the rest of X-Force, therefore we needed her. So, this is the list. We will start with the heroes. Reverse order, least to most. First thing on the list is the Warriors 3. And this is the only thing on the list that I personally do not give a rat's ass about. Everybody I asked mentioned them, so therefore we need them. Like, again, it's not about what I want. We'll leave it at that. It's not about what I want. I want Blackout and Bloodscream. You know, like that's what I really want. I'm never going to get either one, though. And again, are those the most needed figures? No. So, but if multiple people, and again, I've seen these on wish lists for years now. So, without question, Warriors 3 have to be on there, even though I don't care about them. I just don't really care about the good guys on the Asgardian side. Like, you know, some people might really want Heimdall. I don't give one rat's ass about that guy either. The bad guys, I'll take them all. Like, one of the things LP said was like a made-to-order Frost Giant. Yeah, do it. I'm in for that. Absolutely. Yeah, Curse, any of the fucking elves. I'm in. We'll see if we get any of those. Next, the Jack of Hearts. Near and dear to my friend, the Fishy Milkshake, all the way in Australia. Really wild that this figure hasn't been made. Like, to the point where I have to ask if he is on the no-fly list. Because, like, this is not a hard figure at all. This is, like, it's a new head. Maybe a new overlay for the torso. And then just deco. That's it. You use the Vulcan, but use whatever body you want. Doesn't matter. Like, all of them work. Like, this is not a hard figure to make. Another one requested for years. Don't have it somehow. And he's an Avenger. Like, whatever. Next on the list is Johnny Blaze. I would venture to say that 85% of the people actively buying Marvel Legends did most of their comic reading in the 90s. Would anyone argue that? Tell me if you would argue that. And in the 90s, Ghost Rider was a big fucking book. I know that. I mean, I read the fucking shit out of that book. I probably read every issue. I read Spirits of Vengeance. I read Night Stalkers. Like, I did all of that stuff. That crossover where Blade kills everyone. The Midnight Massacre. That is good fucking shit. So, yeah, I mean, and this is another figure. You gotta make the gun and the head. You have jackets. You have, again, any body, or almost any male body you have will work. This is not that hard. I can't fathom how it hasn't been made yet. Especially since they made that one Ghost Rider on the Ghost Rider Retro card. It sold ridiculously well. And they didn't make any more. Maybe because we didn't back the fucking Engine of Vengeance because they charged too much money, and that meant that we didn't want Ghost Rider figures, which is just beyond fucking stupid. Next on the list. Hepzibah and Raza. One is not more important than the other. We need both. Preferably in a fucking 2-pack. I mean, I don't believe... It was 2 or 3 years ago now that they put Corsair and Chode in the same wave. Like, why? Why are they so fucking allergic to completing fucking teams? It is absolutely insane. And, like, you can't even say they're getting better because there are so many teams that are, you know, vastly incomplete, and they just had a whole Comic-Con, and I think 2 figures they showed are actually important to the collection team-wise. Like, Warbow doesn't go with anything. Another fucking Wolverine, World War II Wolverine, goes with nothing. God, making this video makes me want to drink, you know? And I don't drink. Okay, the number 1 slot on the hero side, and the only thing from the hero side that you could make a valid argument for it being the top slot overall. The rest of the Inhumans. Like, the Inhumans are a huge and unfortunately, you know, I say the rest of them. I think that even includes Black Bolt, and it definitely includes Medusa at this point. No question. So Karnak they made relatively recently, even though it's on the stupid-ass fucking Pizza Spidey Buck, which just sucks. Whatever, it's modern enough. Crystal and Lockjaw, sure, even though Lockjaw's not that great. Crystal is pretty good. The Medusa figure is a disgrace. Like, I think the only way to do her properly would be some sort of wild-ass deluxe figure with either... I don't know, do we want like soft plastic hair or do we want some sort of articulated hair? But you have to do something. What you absolutely can't do is just have a fucking heavy ass chunk of plastic hanging to the floor off the back of the figure. It doesn't work with capes. Sure as hell doesn't work with hair. She can't fucking stand. Not to mention the face they made is terrible and the body is shit. Mine is on a stand and leaning against shit, because that is the only way she stays up. And Black Bolt is on an old body at this point too. It's one of the fucking most annoying things about Legends. They take so long to fucking finish teams that, I mean, by the time you're getting close, they need updates. It's so fucking stupid. So, Gorgon, Triton... let's just include Maximus the Mad in there, just because why not, even though he's the last on the list of the most necessary. Need another Medusa, and a better Black Bolt would be acceptable. So, again, one is not really more important than the other, except for Maximus, because he came later. Gorgon, Triton, New Medusa. Those are the fucking big three. Those are the only things on the hero side that I feel are worthy of the top spot. But now let's talk about the villains. Because there are significantly more villains. Because of course there are. Mephisto was a big one though. And they did a great job, so yeah. I'm ordering 3. So at the bottom, the rest of the Serpent Society. I hope we get to the point where this can really move up the list. And, because I don't think we're getting them any other way. Like at this point, there is 1, 2, 3... Oh, 4. Oh shit, he fell. 5 if you want to count Viper, which I really kind of don't. I mean, there's a shitload more. Bushmaster, Anaconda, Black Mamba, Sidewinder. Like, there are so fucking many. Why start that team if you're going to be so painfully uncommitted to finishing? A lot of those are not hard. Bushmaster and Anaconda obviously would cost money and tooling. But I think they're the only ones. I think the rest are just heads and accoutrements. An overlay here or there. Nothing too fucking crazy. Next up is Exodus. Very highly requested character. Excuse me. Again, I think the only problem is the tooling. Like, he would need... Unfortunately, I think he needs a new torso altogether just to get those... Well... I don't know. Maybe they could find a way to use the buck that they use for Archangel. Because those wing things have to be on there, whatever those things are. And other than that, it's just fucking deco. And again, lists for fucking years. Why isn't it made? Next up is Holocaust and Abyss. Once again, this is entirely determined by what they have made. You made fucking Sugar Man, you made fucking Dark Beast, and you made Apocalypse. There's more. Then you very foolishly made Genocide, which, I mean, come on. I never saw a single fucking request for that version. For that character. It's not even a version, it's a whole nother character. Meanwhile, like, Holocaust, there's a ton. And don't even bother to tell me that it's a figure we already have, because that thing is a fucking piece of shit. If you still have that in your collection, you have to rethink everything you're doing. It is tiny, it is awful, the fucking hinge is broken. Throw it out. Or better yet, put it on eBay and let some other fool buy it. Garbage. Every legend made before 2012 is garbage now. Every single one. And Abyss is just a very cool-ass character from that story who, I mean, I don't even know how they would go about making him, because he was all, like, stretchy and shit. So, but, I mean, they've done this for characters before, so it could be done. It would be awesome. Sinister, Havoc, like, there's other bad guys, like, and not a ton. Like, this is something they could finish. You don't even have to make another wave. Just put them out every now and again. This year, at least, they added Gambit to it. Next, also, this is both. This is both determined on what they have made and one of those pop culture things that's very popular. Carrion. He's the only one we don't have from Carnage's little band of Maximum Carnage. The video game, the comics, like the cards, like there was so much shit about this. Again, right at the time we were all reading, why would you leave that team one short. It's a fucking half-naked zombie. The easiest figure in the world. It's one head. That's it. You have the rest of the body. Maybe if you have to make a loincloth, but I mean, probably not. You probably have one of those laying around too. Next is Deathbird. This is one of those characters where if they make it animated, they will never hear the end of it. Like, ever. Because that's not the way to go. You make the comic version, even if you want to make the comic version and add an animated head for these fucking figures from this shitbag show, fine. But do it properly. Don't do it like the fucking Goblin Queen. Don't. Atuma. One of those, again, villains, been around forever, has fought everybody. Again, not a fucking massive amount of tooling to do this properly. Wild that we don't have him. Blastar. This is a figure we have. I sold mine because I couldn't bear to look at it anymore because they chose the wrong version and did a bad job. Like, that is a bad figure. He needs to be in his most iconic blue, and the face needs to be significantly better. Again, though, been in a shitload of the cosmic events. Definitely needed. Next is Airwalker. We are now 4 from the top on the villain side. Airwalker. Imagine that guy being this high on the list. So you make fucking Galactus, the true dream project of HasLabs. Silver Surfer, obviously fine. You fucking re-release Terrax like an asshole. You give us a terrible fallen one. I mean, the fallen one I think is supposed to be like 8 feet tall, and they gave him to us on a normal buck. Like, what the fuck? Nova and Firelord are actually pretty good, though. And Morg is decent as well. You're 3 short. And Airwalker is the one that everyone really wants. Like, once you make Airwalker, Redshift and Stardust, like characters no one has ever heard of, they start creeping up the fucking list. But we're not there yet. Airwalker. Everyone fucking wants that. Just do a good job. Pay the tooling. That would be a lot of tooling. We will buy that one. You sold how many Galactuses? 22,000, 27,000? I don't even fucking remember. It was a lot. Make fucking Airwalker, assholes. And we come to the top 3. So I said the Inhumans were the only thing worthy on that side. I don't even think the Inhumans are more worthy than any of these 3. I think one of these 3 is the proper answer to what is the most needed Marvel Legend. The Executioner. They made the Enchantress years ago. Before they made her, she was, if not the top spot, damn close. She was another one on everyone's list. Now she's on a leak list to be made again. And am I upset about that? Let's see. It is some of Mayshelf's finer work. Could it be improved upon? Sure. So whatever. It's not necessary though. That figure is fine. And it came out twice. It was in, what was it, in the Raft and then again in the Doctor Strange wave? I think that's accurate. Anyway, no Executioner. You know how they say, like they were saying at San Diego in interviews, like, well, now Mephisto was in the MCU, now we can make it. Did you miss that Scourge was in there? Did you miss that movie altogether? Like, these bullshit excuses they give, like... Anyway. Actually, wait a minute. They made an MCU figure. So they didn't just ignore it entirely. They just decided to not make the comic figure because they're pieces of shit. When I was talking... Well, I'll get to that in a second. So, next on the list... This is from my friend Eric, who I also asked about it. And, like, he said it, and I was like, fuck, that's really valid. Annihilus. Displaying Model Behavior said when he was talking about Marvel Select being canceled, he said that 2008 or whatever it was, Build-A-Figure Annihilus still holds up. You don't often hear a statement that's that wrong. Sorry, Dave. No offense. But, yeah, no, that does not, in fact, hold up. Like, it was shit the second it came out. Never mind that it could even become close to be considered good now. Hey, it's garbage. I mean, come on. Those fucking wings, like, I had the figure for a while. Like, I didn't buy it originally and then bought it off eBay. I think I had it for a month before I sold it again. And every listing, you can look now, like the wings are just losing their erections. You put them up, you display them, and then, you look at them the next day and it's down here, and it's garbage. It doesn't even look good. The sculpt isn't good because it's from 2008-ish. It's a terrible fucking figure. Terrible. So should they absolutely make a made-to-order good one and charge us whatever they want? Yes, especially now that the Marvel Select one is gone, canceled. And that brings us to the final spot. This was the one that I was leaning most towards, but I was willing to be swayed by someone else. And yeah, I was not. So when I was talking to LP, he said, one of the things he listed, like Executioner. And I was like, yeah, that really might be it. And then I said, like, I was leaning towards Mandarin. He goes, oh, no, that's it. Mandarin. Mr. Zan, listing a couple of figures. And then he's like, oh, duh, Mandarin. I think Mandarin is the winner at this point. It's another one of those figures it's beyond ridiculous that we don't have. And I really do wonder if it's just Disney's bullshit that we don't have it, because they had to add in the movie, like, oh, he named him after chicken. Like, just fuck you in every possible fucking way. Not one person who is a Marvel fan, not one, thinks of racism when we hear Mandarin, thinks of anything other than fucking 10 rings of power. Not bracelets, rings. And it's like a major fucking Iron Man villain. And we have a shitload of Iron Man villains. We have most of them, so that is the biggest hole. It would be really unfortunate if they did make one and it was wrong. Like if they made like the most classic one where he looked like shit, or in the fucking gray suit where he just looks stupid. Just like the Toy Biz figure. The orange one, not the green one. Well, you know what? You can combine the two. We don't need shit on his face. Just give us his plain fucking scowling face. And a soft goods fucking cloak really would be the way to go. Toy Biz gave us that fucking plastic nonsense where he could just stand there like this and that was it. That's it though. Again, make it deluxe if you want. That will sell. Like, there's enough demand. That will sell. So of this, the only ones that I will accept personally as the top choice are the Inhumans, collectively, Executioner, Annihilus, and Mandarin. Like, Annihilus has had major comic events, like, just about him. Like, so, definitely needed. And if you have that 2008 figure, whatever the fuck year it was, put that on eBay too. Or just throw it out. It's garbage. It's garbage. Don't mar your collection with old garbage. Just don't. So, that's it. I think that settles it. If there is something that you feel was a glaring omission from this list, I would like to hear it. And again, I'm not interested in what you really want. I really want a lot of things. I want armor. I want all of the new X-Men. Rockslide, Pixie, Gentle, Anole. Like, where the fuck are those? How do we have zero of that team? Just give me a nice big box set of a shitload of them. The UFOs, Zax, like, how do we not, like, how cool would a fucking Zax figure be? How cool would the UFOs be? You can put the fucking 4 UFOs and then pick a fucking A-lister to throw in there for a 5-pack. Iron Man, Captain America, I don't fucking care. Make it a real offensive one, too. Who cares? Well, I will care and I will complain about it, but still, give me the fucking UFOs. That would be they're so toyetic. Like, that would be a great team to have on the goddamn shelf. Sorry, tangent. If you can think of something that was a true glaring omission to the needed list, I would like to hear it. You can tell me what you want as well, because it's just always interesting to hear what other collectors want, but we're talking most needed. I think it's Mandarin. Agree, disagree, where are we at? Tell me in the comments. Please, excuse me, like and subscribe for the fucking algorithm, you know? Help a bald white guy out. Till next week.